Back in the early 1960s, Kellogg's found itself staring at a multi-million-dollar white elephant. The company had invested heavily in extrusion machinery to churn out a new cereal called O's, an alphanumeric knockoff of Cheerios featuring bite-sized O's and K's. But despite pricey equipment and flashy marketing tie-ins to Yogi Bear, O's flopped so spectacularly that plants were left with idle presses and inventory piling up. Scrapping the line outright would have meant writing off millions, so Kellogg's R&D directors challenged their team to reinvent rather than abandon the project. In late 1962, a small group of food scientists and engineers brainstormed around those very machines. They experimented with dozens of recipes, tweaking sugar ratios, natural and artificial fruit flavorings, and the dough's moisture content to get a perfect snap. One evening, after a long taste test session, they struck gold. Rings too sweet for health food stores, but just right for kids' cereal bowls. By spring 1963, Froot Loops was born, its name deliberately misspelled as a legal nod to its fruit-inspired taste, even though it contained no real fruit. A cereal rescued from corporate disaster, sold as Froot, without a single piece of real produce, yet on its debut it kicked off a breakfast revolution. And that's only the beginning. On shelf day, Froot Loops appeared in 3 colors: red, orange, and yellow. Kellogg's marketing team enlisted a bright-beaked toucan named Sam to herald its arrival, intoning, "Follow my nose." It always knows the flavor of Froot Loops. Sam's bill stripes matched those first 3 hues, reinforcing the illusion that each color had its own distinct taste. But behind the scenes, everyone knew it was a single fruit blend formula masked by vivid dyes. Consumers went wild. The cereal quickly climbed into the top 5 best-selling boxes nationwide. By the early 1990s, Kellogg's had pressed that success even further, using the same O's machinery to launch Apple Jacks and Puffa Puffa Rice alongside new Froot Loops colors, including green and purple, with blue arriving last in 1996. Still, every loop tasted exactly the same, a fact Kellogg's publicly confirmed in 1999 amid playful consumer disbelief. It was color psychology in action. Your eyes convinced your tongue it was cherry, orange, lemon, or berry. Toucan Sam became a cultural icon, starring in Saturday morning spots, comic book ads, and even sponsored children's shows. Through 6 decades, he evolved from flat 2D art to full CGI, his image appearing on everything from cereal bars to Pop-Tarts in 2021. Yet Sam's biggest moment of drama came in 2020, when Kellogg's unleashed a radical redesign that flattened his form and turned his iconic stripes into a tie-dye blur. Social media erupted, dubbing the new Sam terrifying and demanding the classic version return, a reminder that some mascots are too beloved to tinker with. Over time, Froot Loops spun off limited editions. A unicorn Froot Loops in the UK, 2017, snack umps with supersized bites and marshmallow-studded variants, each leveraging the original's bold colors and sugar rush. Despite countless imitators and shifting tastes toward healthier options, the core formula remains: bright rings, one unified flavor, and enough nostalgia to get grandparents and kids alike reaching for that familiar box. Froot Loops didn't just fill hushed factory floors, it filled breakfast bowls and pop culture references around the globe. From an embarrassing flop to a cereal dynasty, its journey proves that sometimes reinvention, a pinch of color, and a catchy mascot are the sweetest recipes for success. Subscribe for more.